Hello everyone, this is John and welcome to the free video. So let's do a quick dive in here. Very fascinating and fun markets, of course, last week, and then today the main thing here is that the S&Ps did finally come back and test their 21 period moving average, and the question is, are they able to go onward and upward from here, or are we going to need a little bit more backing and filling, or of course is there something bigger going on that we should be concerned about? Well, what it comes down to is key setups. In the premium video there's 3 setups I'm going to show you guys that are just like no-brainer trades that I'm going to be putting on tomorrow, and in the free video here what I want to do is step back a little bit and just look at some bigger picture things for some bigger picture trades. From a weekly perspective, one thing to keep in mind is that the weekly charts are forming a squeeze on the spiders, and we do have an RAF buy here. Okay, so this is all, even though we had all this violent back and forth back in February, since then the markets have calmed down and they're building up energy and they're starting to figure out what they want to do with that energy. Okay, a couple things to keep in mind here is that we have come back down below the 21 period moving average here, and so the question is what typically happens on something like that? Well, over the next 8 bars it'll typically move 4.5%, as you can see right there, and that's essentially what's happened. Now we have a new squeeze setting up, and to see if it can push through that 8 period moving average and use the same statistics there. And of course the Qs have already fired a weekly squeeze with an RAF buy, which is why tech has been on such a tear, making new all-time highs. And so the question is, are there any stocks here that are in a similar setup as to what the Qs were about 6 weeks ago? So one here that I like, and this is a blast from the past, is ASML. All right, ASML. This stock has been consolidating for quite a bit. It did hit a new high last week, pulled back a little bit, and you can see it's got this weekly squeeze ready to fire. And we can see here that when it crosses that 8 period moving average, typically it will move an average of 8%, okay, or $17 over the next 4 bars. All right, so that is something to keep an eye on here. And then another stock here that we bought a couple of weeks ago in the live trading room and we're still holding is PayPal. The weekly squeeze is just now firing, so keep in mind when it does trigger, you're looking at 8 to 10 bars of additional strength. And for us, that just means we are looking for a move to $90. All right, and so there's a lot of key stats here. You can see this top row. This top row right here is telling us that everything here is positive in terms of moving average crossovers. Okay, and then down here you can see we've got a 2-hour and a 60-minute squeeze setting up, as well as a 15. And of course the weekly here just fired. We've got all the stats down here on things that are rocking and rolling and ready to go, and some clear targets. Now I will be doing a free video on those indicators and some more, just talking about what's really working well in this market. And if you are interested in doing that, just go to our homepage, simplertrading.com, and on the homepage there you'll see something that says reserve your spot. And again, it's going to be Wednesday at 7 o'clock Central. And this is a free webinar where I will be kind of going through and just explaining all those indicators. So if you're not sure what they are, you can understand the logic behind them and then go program them if you want to. But mostly it's like, hey, this is what I'm finding that's working really well in this market, how I use these different combinations. And then when I was doing live trading last week, in one day I made $42,000 using this stuff, and so everybody could see it. It's all my live account and stuff like that. And so I was just say, like, if you're looking at this stuff, it's always good to see what happens in real life. And then some of those positions we're still in, and just showing you how we're managing it and stuff like that too. So it should be a lot of fun. All right, you guys have a great night, and we'll see you at the next update.